Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard. I am Penj and welcome back to the Guild 3, where of course we pick things up once again with the Piece of Cakes. And last time out, quite a lot of stuff happened when I was going through the previous part, just to make little notes as to what went on, because I have to do that so I can remember. There's loads of stuff, so we'll rattle through them at pace, I think. So the first thing that happened was that young Upside Down here, he died. But now, as you can see, he very much is not dead. So he's made some amazing sort of Lazarus-style recovery. And that's because the game crashed. So when we started the last part, he was ill. He got the measles pretty much straight away. And we sent him to a little herb hut thing. But they didn't treat him. They refused to treat him. He was clearly very ill. But they did not treat an ill child. And he died. They chucked him out onto the street. It was all very, very tragic and sad. So yes, he did pass away. But then the game crashed. And when we reloaded the game, in order to get back to the point where we'd left off, he didn't get the measles. So he is alive, which is lovely. So that's good. So, you know, tragedy averted. So he is back. He has welcomed a new sister. So this is Angel, Piece of Cake. Now, she was born in the original version of the last part when he died. Sort of, you know, to make sure that Carrot and Hauke, who are, you know, in line to take over the dynasty, to make sure that they had at least 2 children. Because obviously he had died, so they only had Chocolate. So she was born, obviously called Angel, because their son had gone up to be with the angels. But yeah, so now, even though he survived, we put her back in. We made sure that Angel was born again, which is absolutely lovely. So one member of the dynasty joined via birth, and a couple have joined by marriage, which is lovely. So over here we can see Cheese got married to Petra, and Genoese got married to Eric, and both Petra and Genoese are pregnant, which is lovely. So, and they're going to give birth very, very soon as well. So that's not going to take too long until we can welcome some more members of the dynasty, which is lovely indeed. So that's very, very exciting. So yeah, that was a big thing with the family. Also, I think, where's Parkin? Did Parkin come of age as well? Oh no, Parkin doesn't appear on the family dynasty thing. Where is Parkin? Hang on. Parkin is over here somewhere. There you go. Yes, Parkin also came of age. So Parkin's got all the various bits and bobs and all the different trappings and, you know, the fancy cane and all that kind of stuff. Currently, Parkin is not doing anything. Parkin, did we not send you out to do something? Right, we'll have to do that momentarily. We'll get that sorted. Also, we noticed that Hamburg is actually available for us to trade with, which was an absolute shocker. I had not realised this at all, and I was amazed to find out that if you click on here on the port, Wittenberg is up here. We knew about that, but there's a drop down where you can go to Hamburg, and we made quite a lot of money off of selling all of the fancy exotic things like the purple and mainly the silk. There was so much silk. We made so much money off of all that silk. So we made quite a lot of money off that, which was lovely. But the main thing, I suppose, the big thing that happened was that we were able to get ourselves the title of Marquis, which is brilliant. So we only have 2 left to acquire now. We have to acquire Duke status and then Archduke status. And they're going to be very hard to get. They're going to be very, very difficult to get indeed. A Duke, 640 grand and 120,000 influence. I mean, that's a lot of influence. We're about a third of the way there. So this could take a while to do. And then an Archduke is just very silly. It's over 1 million monies and 250,000 influence, that's just very silly. But yeah, we'll try our very best to get there, because I think that would be a fitting end to the Piece of Cakes. I think to go from nothing with Gunter all the way up to Archdukes with whoever is going to be in charge by the time we get to become Archdukes, I think that would be sort of a fitting point to sort of, you know, to finish it off and say farewell Piece of Cakes. Obviously there is a long way to go before we can get to the Archduke thing. We need to earn an awful lot of money and an awful lot of influence. We did, however, unlock all this stuff. So we have metalworking 1, 2, 3 and 4 done, because becoming a Marquis means we can have an extra business. So we're going to go down the Smithy route, because I don't think there are any smithies over here in Magdeburg. Now, I think there's a couple of foundries. So they make the very basic things. Where are they? I swear there's a foundry or two. There you go, there. So there's a foundry, but no smithies. So I think the foundry is the sort of the tier 1 building, isn't it? Yeah. So they can make silver braces, nails, and a silver chain. But we can go straight up to here, to smithies, and we've then got this as well. So we can make handguns and longswords and plate mail and exciting things. So we'll get that in as well today. I think that is another thing that we want to do. And also, we're going to have a look through these just to see if there's anything that could be useful. Because if there's something that could save us a bit of money in the long run, I mean, yeah, okay, it's going to cost some of our influence, and we have to buy that pretty much now. We have to oil those wheels of bureaucracy. Those wheels of bureaucracy are going to be very, very oily by the time we're done with them. But yeah, we might want to take a look at these just to see if there's anything that will make us money. So, if there's one about bargaining, yeah, +5 bonus when bargaining. It's 5,000 influence, but in the long run, will that actually make us save loads of money on selling our things and also buying the resources we need to make all of our things? And then there's stuff over here, +5 charisma, that could always be useful, +5% productivity, so people can make more stuff, that could be handy, more charisma. So we'll go through those as well, because I think that's very important that we have a look through those. However, yeah, let's go over to here. So if we pop over here, was Parkin not doing anything then? I assume Parkin is just sort of sat about in here kicking his heels. Yeah, there's Parkin. I mean, maybe we sent him over here and I didn't sort of send him back out. We'll do that now. So Parkin, absolutely, off you pop. Go and do some PR stuff like everybody else is doing who can. Or obviously if they're children, they go out and play and all that kind of stuff. And I did notice, yeah, on here, I don't think we saw this last time, Stollen, I think, has come of age. Oh, yes, look, she is now 15. She is an adult. So she is now able to go out and do some PR stuff to earn some influence. Okay, that's very good. Also, it does mean that we can get another person onto the sort of the city records job role, which would be very, very good. Are there any vacancies? Town clerk. Absolutely. Hang on. Can we apply? Can we get, I don't know, Stollen onto that? Can we get Stollen onto this? Oh, I don't know who's where. Hang on. Who's got jobs and who hasn't? Let's go over to this thing. Clear that out the way. So all those people have got jobs. Parkin does not, and Stollen does not. And everyone else is too young. Oh no, Petra. Petra doesn't either, and Eric. Oh my goodness me. So Petra, Eric, hang on. Petra, Eric, Stollen, and Parkin. Okay, well there's a town clerk opening, and that is it. Has anyone applied for that? No, nobody. So how about then, let's get Parkin in on that one, unless he's applied for something else. No. Okay, so Parkin, you go and join that because you were top of that list of names. And then, yeah, we'll try and get all the others onto this sort of bottom tier as the jobs come up. So like informers, when's that? Next election, 1452 at... Oh, so later on today. So yeah, we'll have to keep our eye out just to see if we can get our people into those jobs. And then, yeah, there won't be many vacancies left that are not taken up by a PieceOfCake family member, which is brilliant. That's precisely what we want to see. Okay, so that's good. So yeah, so where are you again? Yeah, Stollen. Let's get you then. Whereabouts are you right now? Are you in the house? I know you're over there. That must have been where you were when you were playing, or whatever it was, because you would still be a child. And so, yeah, you must have been over here. And then all of a sudden you've grown up and decided that playing is not for you. And now you should actually get on with doing some, some important grown up sort of business stuff. So let's send you over to here, because they will have all the bits and bobs that you need. So if we send you over there, slow time down. Right, let's buy you all the necessary things. So, where is it? Luxury items. So the ruby staffs and the bags and all that kind of stuff. There we go. So she's got the money bag, she's got the silver ring, she's got the ruby staff, and she has the patrician's garb, which has made her look not quite as good as she did before she was wearing the patrician's garb. I think the patrician's garb should be a little bit more grandiose than this. It needs a little bit of oomph and sparkle. It's very, very boring. But there we go. So she's got all of the stuff. So now we need to send her... Let's use the button. Come on, let's remember it's there. So send her back home, and then we can send her out and about doing stuff. Could we... Hang on a minute. Is it worth... Let's press the correct button. That might help. Maybe we should get her married to one of the other dynasty people as well, whilst the dynasty people are still here, because the other dynasties are struggling a little bit. I mean, I don't know if the rollers are going to be around for much longer. Their farmhouse is looking a little bit ropey. I mean, it soon will be just a bed of straw. When the walls collapse, it'll just be a big bed of straw, which was once the roof. Yeah, okay, the Dung and I is looking nice as a place called the Dung and I can look. So that's looking okay. And, oh, that's looking... their businesses. Their house is falling apart, and their herper is also falling apart. Oh dear, that's not good. So yeah, maybe we should get her married. A family member has leveled up. Eccles has leveled up. Yay, well done, Eccles. Point of intelligence for you, I think. Intelligence is always a good thing. So yeah, I think maybe we should do that. Let's see if we can get Stollen a lovely husband. Let's go and do that now, actually, while we're here. Let's go and actually sort that out. Yeah, rollers. Let's have a chat with you and just see if there is anybody that we could get. So, yeah, Stollen. Yes, please. Yeah, we're not going to... Sponge is not going to marry. We're not going to marry Sponge. Can we take her out the list, please? So, Stollen, yes. Who can we have? Not Helmut. Helmut's a bit of an age difference. And, you know, he might not be around for much longer in this day and sort of this day and age. 41 is relatively old. Ingmar. Maybe Ingmar. Yeah, they had quite good people, actually. What about Volkmar? 17. Oh, he's quite good, except his intelligence is a bit low. Okay, now these other ones were good, weren't they? I mean, yeah, your stats are very good. Apart from, yeah, your intelligence, I'd like it to be 4, if I'm completely honest. Yeah, you're good. You're very good. Yeah, we'll pick you, Ingmar. You've got the intelligence of 4. Yeah, you're pretty good. So, okay, would you like that to happen? Would you like Stollen to marry Ingmar? That would be nice if that could happen. And hooray! It's a perfect trade proposal. It's way too easy. It's way too easy. And now we have somebody else. We've got another person. Okay, hang on. So now where are you? Oh, it's very complicated. Oh no, it's fine. It's the flea plague. It's not an actual terrible plague. Right, Ingmar then. Ingmar is... Where is Ingmar? Whereabouts are you on the map? Oh, you're just sort of hanging around at the market. The market won't have all the things we need. So you can come over to the port and we'll equip you with all the various bits and bobs that you need to go around and earn us some influence. There we go. So Ingmar is kitted out in exactly the same way as pretty much the rest of our dynasty are. So maybe for now, let's get them just going out and doing the sort of shouting about stuff and doing the PR stuff. At some point, we will get them to do the thing they need to do to have children, write that letter to the stork. But I think for now, let's just let them wander about and, you know, get some influence for us. Because we have got quite a lot. I keep pressing the wrong button. Quite a lot of children. We've got 4. Then we're going to have another couple over here, so that's going to be 6. Yeah, so there's going to be quite a few kids. So, and you know what? I mean, she's only 15, so yeah, we'll let her live life a little bit by doing some PR exercises for us, and then maybe later on they can have some children, and it shall be lovely. But yeah, I think for now we've got plenty of kids sort of already in the dynasty. So yeah, we'll leave them for a little bit, which is absolutely fine. But there we go. So that's good. So another person has joined the dynasty. We need to make sure that, again, there's still no vacancies appearing. Okay, that's good. So no vacancies. A family member has leveled up. Lemon Drizzle. Lemon Drizzle has leveled up. Let's give you... Now, so yeah, your life candle there looks relatively short. That's a little bit worrying, isn't it? Maybe we should give you a point of strength just to make sure that that does slow down a bit, because we want to keep all of you alive. You're only 28. And that looks relatively short. So let's give you a point of strength. There we go. So you've got a strength of 4, which is good. So there you go. So hopefully that will keep you around a little bit longer. And Battenberg, what are you up to, Battenberg? You're... Battenberg, what is happening? Battenberg, are you tying your shoelaces or has something terrible happened? What are you doing? I don't know what Battenberg is doing. Is he tying his laces? I'm very confused. Battenberg, why are you doing weird things? Are you okay? Please tell me you're not going to die. Hang on, click that. Let's look in here. I mean, his life candle isn't looking great. It's a short candle, but, you know, that could burn for a good long time. Yeah, if you did that right, if you kept that in the right conditions, that candle could burn for ages. Yeah, nothing in here. He doesn't look ill. He's not got any illness things on him. Why are you being strange, Battenberg? What are you doing? Why are you scrabbling around in the dirt? This is not part of what you should be doing. Oh. So then you lost 116 money and you were scrabbling around in the dirt. Okay, that was a bit weird. Right you are. Do you know what? That's fine. Okay, you carry on doing weird things. But yeah, now you're back on. What are you doing? Go to the building and drop all. What? Drop what? Drop... No. Go, what, Bill? What are you doing? What do you think your job is? I'm very confused. Why are you doing strange things? We'll deal with you in a minute, Bamberg. You've gone kind of off-piste there. You've gone all strange. Let's give you... Are you the craftsman? Yeah, you'll give you a point of dexterity to increase your productivity, which is lovely. Yeah, Battenberg. Right, we're going to go and do some oiling of the wheels of bureaucracy. You've gone kind of a bit bonkers. So come over here. Just arrive over there, if you would be so kind. There we go. Right. So don't go and do whatever it was you were doing. Right. Are you wearing the best things to get influence? Yeah, that's your bargaining clothes. So your stately garb is for bargaining, and your patrician's garb is for gaining influence. Okay, so let's go to, is it that one? And let's do this. Let's oil the wheels of bureaucracy. 20,000 money. So a big chunk of money. Select a public building. Is the cathedral not a public building? Okay, I thought it might have been. Do you know what? Let's donate some money to the school, shall we? Because we're nice like that. Isn't that kind of us? Yay for the piece of cakes. Right, so you run over there and you drop that off, please, Battenberg. Drop the money off. Right, we get the influence, which is lovely. Look at that. Look at that. We got loads of influence from that. That is splendid indeed. Okay, that was great. And now, oh, hang on. So Cheese and Petra have welcomed their child. I don't know what the name was originally because I was pressing the slow time down button when the child was born, so I changed their name to minus. So charisma of 3, dexterity of 3, intelligence of 7. That is brilliant. Perception of 4, and of course a strength of 2. In fact, they lose a point because they're literary, but okay, that's fine. Okay, so what shall we call you? Now, I've got a few names written down. So a few came from the comment sections and stuff, so thank you very much for suggesting cake names, because there are only so many cakes in the world before we start getting into weird and wonderful cakes that nobody's ever heard of. So we'll try and keep them into sort of, relatively common cakes. So yeah, I've got a good name for you. This can be Baby Madeira. So a Madeira cake is like a sponge cake, but it's a lot heavier. It's like a sort of more dense kind of sponge. It's a bit sort of thicker, whereas a sponge cake is a bit sort of fluffier. A Madeira cake is a little bit more sort of dense, I think. And apparently, I didn't know this, but it's called that because a Madeira cake was often served with a glass of Madeira wine, which is like a sort of fortified wine. So there you go. That's a fact for your fact fans. So you can be Madeira, and I think the other child should be born straight away. There we go. So Genoese has welcomed, Genoese and Eric have welcomed Beatrice. So charisma of 4, dexterity of 2, intelligence of 7. This is great. Perception of 5, and a strength of 3. That's quite good. That's quite good for a piece of cake child. But no, you're not going to be called Beatrice. You're going to be called Pan, because pancake, pancakes, that's fine. It's a pancake. I know it's not a cake in the traditional sense of a cake, but it's a pancake, and that will do the job just fine. So yes, so we've had Madeira and Pan, which is good. I like the name Pan. It's good. So there we go. So we shall welcome Madeira and Pan to our dynasty, which is splendid news. I like it when we get the extra sort of members, because then eventually we will have lots of people to get all of these jobs. Still no job openings available. Okay, that's absolutely fine. There are some idle characters. Okay, so who's idle? So Stollen and, of course, Battenberg. Right, so Stollen, you are now over here. And is that Ingmar running in as well? So Ingmar running in. So there should be, I would say, 3 idle characters now, because I would have thought that Ingmar and Stollen would be doing utterly nothing at all. So yeah, let's get you to do Ingmar some PR stuff and Stollen some PR stuff. And there we can see Madeira and Pan just sort of sitting there with Angel as well. So with their cousin, hang on, yes, let's check. With their I don't know what relation that is. Are they cousins? I don't know. I'm very confused as to the relation between these here and these here. I'm not really sure. Second cousins, whatever. They're related in some sort of distant way. But there we go. So that's good. So we've got lots of people now going out to do lots of different things. Everybody has a job, which is wonderful. We just went to oil the wheels of bureaucracy. We got, quite a chunk of influence from that. So let's take a look now. If we press the right button, I'm not doing very well at pressing the right buttons. Let's have a look at some of the ambition things and just see which one of these might be of use to us. So let's start on the left and move over. So these ones here, I don't think they're going to be of much use. These are intimidation and stealth, don't really care. And these are reputation bonuses. I mean, there is 10% productivity in there, but you can get productivity from over on the tree on that side somewhere. So I don't think we want to spend 1,800 of our influence to get a plus 10% reputation bonus. I think our reputation is pretty good. Let's have a look at us. And let's have a look at popularity. We're very popular pretty much everywhere. I mean, the old town don't like us as much as other places, but we're pretty popular. So I don't think that is going to be any use to us. This here, again, dark secrets, we lose reputation. It gives us resistance, I suppose, which is quite nice. And that gives us a bit of extra health. But yeah, again, we lose reputation from that. So I'm not so bothered about that right now. We've got all those ones. That one there is a +5 bonus when bargaining, which I do like the sound of. That's +5 charisma. I might get that. I think that could be quite useful. +5% productivity, that is always welcome, and +1 charisma. So what does that lead on to? 5 charisma gets you 5 intelligence. That would also be very welcome indeed, wouldn't it? So the productivity goes down to reputation bonus, goes down to reputation bonus, and not so bothered there. And that's all reputation as well. Well, let's get this. Let's get +5 charisma, because that sounds very good indeed. So that's really good. That is going to bring prices down because charisma is used to get your sort of a bargaining bonus. We'll get +5% productivity because we might as well, because that means people are going to make more stuff, which is nice. Yeah, do we want to get... Let's just do that as well. Let's get an extra +1 charisma. Why not? For 1,800. That's nice and cheap. So now that's reputation, not bothered. That's reputation, not bothered. +5 intelligence. Do we spend 10,000 of our influence on getting these two things here? Do we get +5 intelligence, +5 bonus when bargaining, and then everything else, not really bothered about. Just not really fussed. Do you know what? Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Let's treat ourselves. So a bonus when bargaining as well. That might save us money in the long run. So we'll do that. So boom, more money when we sell and buy. Well, obviously less money to buy things, more money to sell things, which is good. And intelligence. All of our people are going to become way more intelligent all of a sudden. Everyone just suddenly went, oh, hang on a minute. I now understand lots of things that I never did before. My goodness me, I feel a lot smarter. So there we go. We've spent a chunk of our influence, but that's fine. I think that'll be good going forward. I think that will help. Yeah, I'm not so bothered about those. The only thing I'm thinking about this, 10 resistance is good. I like that. Resistance is always good because that means you're less likely to get ill. And of course, we've seen that illness can kill the characters. But this here, +50 health. Now there is, next to the +50 health thing, a little candle. Would that make our characters live longer? Would that happen? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. The only thing is, I don't like the fact that it's on a thing called Dark Secret. I don't like the ideas of the piece of cakes turning into sort of sinister, naughty, worshipping people. Even at the bottom there, it says, you have sunk to your knees for years and have subjected yourself to God's grace, but you have received nothing in return. So you secretly adopted another strictly forbidden path. And I think we are supposed to be, we're supposed to be nice around here. We're the upstanding, citizens. We are the ones that people look to. So I don't think we should go down that route. I think that's a troublesome sort of route. So there we go. Influence spent, but everyone is now much better at bargaining. They've got loads more charisma. They've got loads more intelligence, and they're a little bit more productive. So I think, you know what? That was probably a very good thing to do. It does look very odd with the great big boost to intelligence. So Siegfried here, the innkeeper, he's got an intelligence of 10 now, which just looks all sorts of weird. It just looks really, really obscure. So his basic value is 3. He's got a normal intelligence level, but because we have rhetoric and also business sense, that gives a +7 boost. So his intelligence goes up to 10 and he's leveled up, which is nice. So how about we give you're the innkeeper. So let's give you a point of dexterity, and your productivity has gone up to 131%, which is very, very good indeed. And a family member has leveled up. Upside Down has leveled up. Hurrah. A charisma of 10 and an intelligence of 10 is just very silly. And we'll give you a point of strength, I think, because 2 is a little bit sort of feeble. So yeah, we'll up that to 3. I like to have everything at least 3. I think 3 is your base sort of level. Anything else over that is good. So yeah, perception 6 is great. But intelligence is just so weird. Intelligence of 10 and a charisma of 10 just looks very, very sort of... It's quite glaring. It's quite glaring. It stands out. But do you know what? That's fine. We've paid for it. We paid the influence for it. So yeah, that's what we're going to see on all of the dynasty members now for the Piece of Cakes. So the good news is that Eric got the job down here of the Informer. So now, I mean, it's looking very, very good. So the Piece of Cakes control all of the city council jobs, all of the city constable jobs, and all of the council informer jobs. They've only got 1 job over here in the Chamber of Commerce and 1 down here in the town henchman, and none at all in the council assistants. But we have got ourselves one application in. So parking is going for this. So when does that end? Until 14:52. Oh, right. So very soon that will actually close. So we'll find out tomorrow morning whether he actually gets that job, which I imagine he will, because there's no one else going for it. And when do all these other ones open up? That's not long. So what's that? 1844. So that isn't long for that to come up. That's a little while. They're already ours. That's good. That one is 54. So that's a couple of years. Gate guard 54. Yeah, we might have to wait a little while. What about the tax collector jobs? Oh, that's in the morning. That's in the morning. So we could, once they're in these jobs, move them up into those jobs. And that's a little while. But yeah, so jobs are appearing. They are appearing. Do you know what? Actually, let's just actually just shufty time on a little bit, and we'll see what we can do with this. And now one of those should become available now. So there we go. So the town clerk job has become available, which is good. Hang on, who else has applied? Elisa Hepner. I think not Elisa Hepner. We shall make sure that Parkin gets that job. So who else needs a job? I can't quite recall. It doesn't. I'd love to move the windows around. How about where do we go? Let's have a look at trying to see through this. Petra. Maybe get Petra into that position. That might be quite nice. So we'll apply there, and yeah, Petra can apply for that. Yes, a trifling 85 influence. That's absolutely fine. So there we go. So 2 jobs in there, which is very good. And then, yeah, the tax collector is in the morning. Okay, yeah, so we'll maybe try and get one of these people moved up into the tax collector job. Or maybe Maria. Get Maria out of being a gate guard, put her over there in the tax collector job. That might be quite nice as well. But there we go. Okay, right, so lots of stuff going on with those. Battenberg is... Oh, yeah, you gave some money, didn't you? And now you just sort of stood about. That's absolutely fine. How about you go and get some more influence for now? Go back home and then head back out and do some more influence gathering. That will be very, very handy. 3 other people are idle. Who? Oh, the Woodry is going all weird again, is it? Is this going all sorts of strange? Do you know what? They'll sort that out. I'm fairly certain they will sort that out at some point. Yeah, stuff will happen and it'll all just sort of fit back together and everything will be fine. And in terms of who we would like to get the town clerk job, I think we'll vote for Parkin. Thank you very much. We'll pick our own family member. So there we go. That's our vote cast for you, which is lovely. A family member has leveled up. That's very good. Jaffa has leveled up. By just running around and playing, Jaffa has leveled up. Jaffa's stats look very, very silly because of an intelligence of 11 at the age of 7 years old. That's pretty good going. How about we give you a point of dexterity or strength? Let's give you a point of strength. Why not? Let's make you a little bit stronger. There we go. So a strength of 4. Okay, so it's got to 10 o'clock. The working day has ended. So what I think we'll do now is we've got ourselves 63,000 monies. That is more than enough to build our new business. So if we go down to here, we can have a look and see how much a smithy might be. So let's actually scroll down. Let's keep scrolling down. Crikey. So there we go. 4,110. It's hardly anything. So yeah, let's get one of these and then we can kit it out and we can do all the employee hiring and all the add-ons and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's get this in. They want to call it Heavy Hammer. I see where you're going with that. Yeah, it's a logical, sensible name for a building that is, primarily going to be using heavy hammers to hit things and shape metal. But no, we're not going to call it that. Let's call it PieceOfCake Shinies, because the things that we're making in here in the smithy are going to be shiny. There's going to be shiny metal swords and shiny bits of armour and shiny necklaces and whatever else. I did want to call it PieceOfCake Shiny Things, but we are again limited by this very, very sort of minimal 20 character limit for the name. And by the time you put PieceOfCake in, that's already taken up more than half of the character limit. So PieceOfCake Shinies will do the job just fine. So okay, confirm that. If it can go over here, that would be brilliant. Yes, it can. It can go right next to the market, which is lovely. I mean, do we want to tuck it? Yeah, let's put it right on that path, as far over as we can get. Let's put it there, like so. Drop that in. 4,110 is pretty much nothing for us, but we've got to wait for it to get built, and then we need to spend some money on actually getting all the add-ons and stuff, which will add up a little bit. And then, of course, you've got to employ the staff, and then we're going to have our first run through of what they actually go and make and buy. What are they going to start doing? Because we'll put it on the AI control. So what are they actually going to start building for us? I do not know. Summer of 1453 rolls around and the building is done. Let's just take a little look. Let's see what it looks like. Hopefully it looks brilliant. Okay. Oh, look. Yeah, it's got that thing in. It's got the actual sort of foundry bit in with the hot coals. It's got some suits of armour outside. A little sort of table thing there. Tools and stuff out the front. Left out. Just left out. Someone will nick these. What are you doing? A little sort of mini kind of smelter thing there, is it? Around the side, some wood and stuff. And yeah, it's quite nice. It's a nice place to work. I imagine it's a warm place to work, but that's what you get when you go there. Okay, right. So go into here. Let's go in and give ourselves some add-ons. So workers, we want all the workers. Thank you very much. So we'll spend quite a bit of money unlocking that. Fire protection, yeah, might as well. Transporters, we don't know if we need to right now. Disease protection, yes, we'll have a couple of points of that, thank you. Security as well, we'll get a couple of points of that. Customer satisfaction, we want all of that. We want people to come in and like the experience of buying some shiny things. And productivity, yes, please. That can go up to 155%. So all the other modifiers we've put on by virtue of all those ambitions and things means that our productivity of our buildings is 155%. That's quite a lot. That is quite a lot. Okay, I think that looks fine for that. So hire a transporter. Yes, please. We've got Sabina and then 7 workers. So we've got, it looks like George, but not quite. Jorg, possibly. Nicola. We've got ourselves Talia. That's a nice name. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Talia, that's good. Olina and Willibald or Villibald, possibly. That is a wonderful name. Villibald. Okay, that's good. Katerina, and we've got ourselves Zava, possibly. So stick all of you onto the lovely AI controls. Right, you're all making plate mail. Immediately, all of you want to go and make plate mail. What do we need for that? 15 blocks of iron? Good grief, I assume we make iron here, do we? Do we make iron here? Gold, silver. Oh, hang on. Have we got to go and buy blocks of iron from somewhere else? They come from a crude craftsman's hut. Now, we could go through the whole rigmarole of getting our craftsman's hut to create some iron for them to pick up. I think for the price that it is, it's not really worth it. We can sell that for 1,670 and they cost, what, 15 each. So it's probably fine. It's probably a lot easier to just get them to go and buy the stuff. I like the fact that plate mail requires a lot of iron. I get that. Like a fitting sort of kit, quite a few of those, because, it's going to have bits to stick together and, straps and what have you. But then I like the fact it requires a lot of polish just to get someone to just buff it and make it really, really shiny. Okay, so that's that. So let's go to the storage rules then. So what people have said in the comments is that we shouldn't mess around with the minimum and maximum storage of things, because in their experience, they've found out that isn't ideal. The AI doesn't like that when it's been fiddled about with. So somebody did say, try just figuring out what you want to sell in your front store, which is fine, and then what you actually want to sell and buy, and then tick all those things, but then leave all the numbers. So let's just have a little look. So what is going to be quite profitable? So handguns, maces, but the plate mail is the big thing. The plate mail is the thing that is looking like it's going to make the money. Handguns, not so bad. Handguns are not so bad. So, right, I will write down a little list of the ingredients required. So the things we need. So, yeah, like iron, fittings, polish, just to maybe get plate mails and handguns, maybe. Just get those 2 things in, and then we'll set the storage rules for those. It turns out a lot of things we can make actually require the same sort of ingredients. So, for example, here we can see that the short swords require a leather weapon hilt, a bit of iron, and some polish. And so does a longsword. It requires the same ingredients, just the short sword requires less. And again, the mace requires the hilt, some iron, and also weirdly some gold. I mean, do they put gold in maces? I'm not entirely sure why. So what we'll do is we'll have the option to get those as well, to build whatever, craft swords and things like that as well. Because otherwise, if we just go down plate mail and handgun, that might not be great. There's not much flexibility. So yeah, we're going for this this level of stuff down here. So sort of a rapier, in fact, no, not even rapiers. Short swords. Short swords downwards, I think. Don't they sell quite well, those gambeson things? Chainmail sells okay. Shields. iron braces, and then you're down to the basic stuff. Right, okay, right. Not so bothered about that then. I have noticed, however, that we can make our own gold. We can make our own gold here from gold ore. That could be interesting. That could be useful indeed. Maybe we need to look at that. Maybe we do need to get another transporter in, because if there's a transporter going to the market to pick up stuff like the iron and what have you, and the hilts and the polish and all that, then they will not be able to go and get the gold. But it would make sense if we could make our own gold. That would be quite nice. Maybe let's get ourselves another transporter. I mean, it's not very much money. It's absolutely fine. So yeah, there we go. Another transporter. Welcome aboard. Ludwig. Lovely, lovely. Welcome, Ludwig. It's nice to get a Ludwig into the game. So, right. So, storage rules. So, chainmail. We're not going to be doing anything with chainmail, so just take sell off and keep in the front store 0. Charcoal, I don't think we need. Cloth, I don't think we need. Fittings, yeah, we'll leave those on. We want to procure those. Gambesons, don't sell those. That can go down to 0. Gold, we don't want to sell the gold. We don't want to sell the gold. We want to keep the gold. We're going to make our own. I think that's the plan. Gold chains, no, don't want to sell those, so don't do anything with those. Gold ore, yes. Grindstones, no, don't procure grindstones. Right, handguns, yeah, keep, I don't know, 5 of those in the front store. Put those up to, say, 105%. Somebody in the comments said they were able to put their stuff up to 150% and it's still sold. I don't think that would work. We might give it a go one day. Iron, procure that. Yes, lots of it, please. Iron bracers, nope. Don't want those. Leather we don't need. Hilts, yes, we do need to procure those. Right, long swords. Yeah, probably want those in the front store, don't we? So how about 5 of those? Pop that up to 105% or something. Mace, yep, absolutely. Put those, put that up to about, I don't know, 104 or something, because that's where it fell. We'll have 4 of those in the front store. Why not? Nails, do not sell. Am not bothered. Plate mail, yeah. Now this is what we want. Sell that 105%. Maybe just put 5 of that in the front store as well. In fact, maybe a bit less. Maybe a bit less, because then they can take it to the market as well. Polish, buy that. Rapiers, no, they required the grindstone, so no, we're not going for those. So get rid of that. Shields, nope. Get rid of those. Short swords, yes, absolutely. We could sell a couple of those. Put 2 in the front store, maybe. Silver, don't think we have anything that requires silver, so don't buy that. Silver ring, no. Silver chain, no. Silver ore, no. And wooden frame, yes. I think we do need a wooden frame for the guns. The handgun requires a wooden frame. So there you go. So that's all sorted. So now, if we tell you to... Hang on. No. Now, of course, we need to get you, Sabina, over to the market. And we need to get to the transporter person, Ludwig, over to the market as well, because you need to buy some shiny new things. Now, all our other transporters have got woolen cloaks, and that's lovely. A woolen cloak is very nice indeed. It gives you 10 armour, but more importantly, a +3 bonus when bargaining. However, over here, the free citizen's garb gives you 10 armour, but a +8 bonus when bargaining. So maybe both Ludwig and Sabina can have one of those apiece. That would be nice, and they're relatively cheap as well. So yeah, you wear that, and free citizen's garb for you as well, please, like so. Why can we not see what you are able to equip? That's a little bit strange and a little bit irritating, because I want to equip that, please. How can we see your equip thing? Hang on. Let's go back in. Go back in. There we go. That's much better. Right, okay, so get rid of that rubbishy thing. There you go. So you're better at buying stuff, which is good. And now there were some other things in here as well. I might have to go and check what our other transporters have. Hang on, let's just pop over to here. Where's our transporter over here? You, Josephine, what do you have? So obviously a weapon. Oh, it's the gem ring. That's it. The gem ring and then a hand cart each, I think, because that'll be nice, because you're right next to the thing. So yeah, you're absolutely fine. So a gem ring. There's 2 of those left. Yeah, snap them up pretty quick. So yeah, we'll have a gem ring for you and a gem ring for you. I mean, that's not bad, is it? It's not bad. You start your job and then you get given some fancy clothes and a gem ring. That's pretty good going, isn't it? You don't get that in all the other places. Those other dynasties, they don't give you that. You've come to the right dynasty. And then, would it be essentials, the cart? Yeah, I suppose it would be. Where is the hand cart? There. Yeah, okay, we'll get a hand cart each. Thank you very much. So you can have a hand cart and you can also have a hand cart. Okay, so there we go. So you're now both sorted. So you go back into there and you go back into there. And then we should have a day where we can see if that actually works. So yeah, tomorrow of whatever it will be. Oh no, today it's because it's rolled over. So yeah, in the year 1453, we will be able to see if this place actually makes any money or whether it's all wrong and all the storage rules are all over the place. But yes, we shall wait and see. Why are there 7? Of course, yes, because they're not doing anything at the minute. There's 7 of them. They just all sat about not doing anything. Okay, that's fine. Right, okay. Any jobs opening up? Town clerk there. Yeah, we've got that one sorted. Those ones haven't opened up yet, but that will do. At 5:52, let's move time on to 5:52. Okay, the tax collector job is now available. So let's get Maria to go for that. Somebody's applied to be the gate guard. Oh, it's Maria. She's applying for her own job. If she leaves that, could we get someone else to go into her place? Oh, that would make sense. Right, so let's get Maria to apply for that job. So, okay, yes. She's already applied for the gate guard office. Yeah, let's move her over to see if she can become a tax collector. And given the given the nominators are all her own family, I think she might just about muddle through. And then down here, who needs to apply for a job? It's getting very befuddling as to who needs what. Okay, so who is... Can we order it by age? That would be nice. Could we filter it by age? Oh, no, that's a filter, not an order by. I'd like it to filter by age, if at all possible, so we can see the adults going down to the children. But, okay, Parkin is applying for the other job. Stollen. Does Stollen have a job? Hang on, have we applied for Stollen for a job? I'm not entirely sure we have. So maybe Stollen could come down here and be a gate guard, unless we've applied her for something else. No, there you go. Right, so yes, you go and become a gate guard, please. So that means that we retain that job just there. Okay, I think that's about right. I think that's all we can do right now. Far trade, okay, we'll check that out. And somebody has leveled up. Well done. Hillebrand, you can have a point of charisma of 12. You can have a point of dexterity because why the heck not? And what's the far trade thing? I bet it's not that good. Braunschweig, luxury goods. The Archbishop will visit Braunschweig. The mayor is desperate for luxury goods. High prices for today. Okay. Braunschweig is this one, isn't it? Luxury goods. Let's have a look. What exactly comes under luxury goods? It doesn't look. Normally, you look for the, and someone did point this out in the comments as well. But you normally look for the prices that are yellow. So the prices that have got yellow arrows are more sort of profitable. But it doesn't look like that's any different. I don't think. So if we were to buy an oak ring, say, we'd purchase it for 148 from our market. And we could sell it for 145 at Braunschweig. That doesn't seem that good a deal to me. That seems like a terrible deal. Yeah, I don't think we should bother with any of that. We can buy them from our market for 1,785, these almanacs, and sell them for 1,000. Yeah, they don't look like the best deals I've ever seen. Do you know what? We'll just ignore that. We'll ignore it and just hope it goes away. And Parkin got the job of town clerk, which is excellent. So there we go. So we should see him in the corner. Yay, there we go. Well done, Parkin. When does this one get announced? Today at 1844. So, okay, so yeah, just under half a day's time, we'll see whether we get that job. I suspect we might do, given that, again, we can vote for our own person. There's no one else going for it. So that seems pretty good. Also, over here at Piece of Cake Shinies, I noticed that they are going to and fro from the market over here back to the shop. I think they're stocking up on the essentials. They're getting all the ingredients in. So it is costing a little bit of money to get this place also ready to manufacture many things. But I think, can we go in and have a look what they got? So they've bought in a load of iron, a load of fittings, and a load of polish, but they're all making a load of plate mail, and some of the ones at the top are nearly finished. So you can see some down here are not quite there yet, but there you go. Look, so Jorg has nearly finished. He's nearly finished a bit of plate mail, and there he goes. A bit of plate mail has gone into the front store for are we selling it for 2,100 monies? Good grief. That would be great. 2 of them are in there now. Let's see if they sell. I'm intrigued to see if they sell, because that seems quite expensive. People are leveling up. Oh, somebody at the wellness retreat. That's lovely. You can have a point of dexterity. That would be nice. But yeah, is anyone buying this? An employee has died. Someone can complete a trade route. Whatever. Who has died? Volker. Volker! Volker's died. Oh, Volker. There he is. Oh, no. Farewell, Volker. Just into the ground with you. We won't bury you or anything. You just sink into the floor. He was our bodyguard of our house. So it's only 500. So yes, please. And who do we now have? We've got, I don't know how you say that. Tice? TS? I don't know how you say that, but he is guarding the building. I suspect he might need some proper armor and stuff. Let's get him over here, and I know we could make armor and stuff in here, but it means we have to faff about with all their different sort of orders and commands and the AI and stuff. It's easier to just send him over to the market and buy the stuff. It's not like we're short of a few quid. So, yeah, we'll go into here and we'll buy him some lovely things. I'm a bit worried about this. Production halted at the thing, still. Production halted at the wellness retreat. Production halted at the Woodry. Why does stuff keep getting halted? What is going on? I possibly need to look at that. I just sort of keep hoping that it sorts itself out. And it must do at some point, because those things are making money. Right, okay, over here. Let's kit out our new sort of, whatever he is. He's not a bodyguard. House guard. There we go, that'll do. So he's got his gambeson on for a bit of armour, and he's got a shield for some more defence, and he's got a short sword so he can do some stabbing of people. Okay, that's good. Somebody else has levelled up. Vipka. Yeah, okay, lovely. Right, okay, back to you over here. So now we want to get you. There you are, just there. Tice, I assume it's pronounced. You can now do your... Is it covert? No. Oh, hang on, what's that? Spy on a building. Poison a well? That's illegal. We don't want to do illegal things. Stop doing illegal things. How about, yes, we can guard a building and we'll pick that one and you can go and guard that. There we go. Oh, that's a bit sad that the other guy, Volker, died. He'd been there for ages and all he did was, was just stand outside. I mean, he stood outside this building for a long time. Oh, hello. There's a trial. But okay, yes, I completely agree with this. Yes. I mean, yeah, okay, there. I'll put it there. This hasn't come up in ages, this thing. He looks very grumpy. I mean, at least Maria's leaning forward and looking like she's paying attention. This guy just looks like he can't be able to be there. And that person there is just sunk into the sea. Yeah, okay. Have we got to do that one as well? Oh no, okay. Oh, there's all sorts of things happening. But our transporter over here, Ludwig has leveled up. That was very, very quick. Well done, Ludwig. And also Parkin the town clerk has leveled up. This is also very, very good news. What do we want? I mean, it seems a bit excessive putting intelligence and charisma up now. How about a point of strength to make sure that you stay alive for a bit? The election has ended and Stollen is going to become a gate guard, which is wonderful. There's all sorts of notices. I'm just going to clear them because I'm sure everything is all okay. Right, 4 people are idle. Eccles, Jaffa, one of the medicus is over in the PieceOfCake wellness retreat, and upside down. A lot of the kids seem to have stopped doing stuff. Why is that? Okay, go home. You go home. I wonder why they've all stopped doing stuff. And you go home. That is a bit weird, isn't it? I don't know why that's happened. Okay, right, more level ups to deal with. And we are at the end of the day. So we've got a lot of money, 118 grand. So I don't think the 640 grand for the Duke is going to be the problem. It's going to be the influence, isn't it? We've only just got back up to where we were before we then spent it all on these lovely ambition things. But that has only taken one day. It's taken one day to top that back up. And with the money rolling in, we could just do a lot of the oiling of the wheels of bureaucracy. And of course, we do have some children that we could send away to the court of the monarch as well to bring back lots of influence. So that is something we could do. Right now, however, now the day has ended, let's have a little look at the stats of our latest business. So let's go to 1453, if we can get it onto there, and go to businesses. So how did Shinies do? Sales in the front store, 17,300. Sales at the market, 11,000. So, of course, they lost a bit of money because there was a lot of purchasing going on at the start to get all the raw ingredients in. But now they're in Oh my goodness me, that's super profitable. Wow. Okay, hang on. Let's look at rocks. 26 grand at the front store, but only 4 grand at the market. The woodry is not really doing anything anymore. Maybe we need to look at the woodry. That's gone a bit wrong. I think maybe the AI has gone a little bit wobbly on that. Piece of cakeware. This place looks like it might be our new cash cow. That and the pub. The pub seems to make a nice amount of money. Oh, great. Yeah, okay, fine. Yes, this, whatever. Here, yeah, absolutely. Find the person. So with the knowledge that our Smithy, that PieceOfCake shinies, is probably going to be very, very lucrative indeed, I think what we'll do is we'll finish up for the moment and we'll come back next time and just see how much cash we can make. Now, next time, I don't know if we'll be able to get to the status of Duke next time out. I think we'd probably get the money. If we let the game run, and just let it run forward, I don't know, what, 3-4 days / years, we probably would get 640 grand. I doubt we'd have 120,000 influence, however. So we might need to start spending some of our money on things to get that influence sort of creeping up a little bit. But yeah, next time we'll come back. We'll just see what we can do. We'll see what we can actually do to increase both of these things. But yeah, it's looking very good. This place, I think, is going to earn us some seriously good monies, which is very lovely. And yeah, we'll have a look at what's going on at the woodry, because the woodry just is not making any money anymore. It's gone all a little bit strange. So we'll have a look at the woodry as well, because yeah, something is not quite right there, so we'll investigate that. But yeah, we'll finish up for the moment. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, then please do leave a like. That would be very, very splendid indeed. And also, if you are not already, which I imagine you are by now, but if you're not, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on next time out in the Guild 3. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. That's a kind of hammery thing. There's some sort of pliers. Oil filter. Yes, I found the oil filter. It's a murder weapon. That looks like it says brake fluid. I don't want to drink brake fluid. Toothpicks, spanners, a brown car. Why do all the cars look the bloody same? I'm not buying one of these. These are clearly awful.